ignore that. That's been abandoned for the last year. We're on this today. So today I'm just going to go for a little ride. So I thought I'd get the bike out of the shed, give it a quick wash, because last time I put it away it was filthy, so it needed doing. I'm not very good at looking after my bikes, clearly. So I'm going to give it a quick wash, maybe get a little bit of B-roll, and then we'll get changed as long as the weather holds off, because I'm not riding in the rain. Don't enjoy it. I'm not a tyre course of use. And then, oh, actually, just spotted this. Byron missing. I think I've got some 3D printed TPU ones that I've done before because I lost one up the other side. So dig that out, put that in, and then yeah, I'll get changed and you can come with me for a ride. So as you can see, sun's out, lovely day for it, a little bit cold, but we've got the base layers on. So bottles in, new bar in, we've got the big mountain bike light on, which I'll explain a little bit later, but let's get at it. We're on the road, or cycle path even, and this basically cuts all the way from Stockton, if you know the area, just near Tesco, all the way to Preston Park pretty much, and then from there there's a cycle path all the way to Yarm. It's normally pretty busy in the summer, but it's not very nice. All the leaves are falling, it's cold, it's wet, so pretty quiet. Once we get to Yarm, we'll be cutting across the Airsleby Road, and I'll catch up with you once we get there, because no one wants to see a boring, cold, wet cycling path. Just going past a train line here, which I was hoping there was one coming because it would have been nice and scenic, but you don't always get what you want. But still some absolutely lovely views. Let's go. Just turned onto the Airsleby Road. You can see the viaduct here, cut over the top of Yarm. We are 7.5 miles in. A little bit tired, done legs yesterday, so feeling the burn, but let's keep going. Right, don't know if you can hear me over the wind, but where we're riding isn't far from the back of Teesside Airport, so you get planes flying over. Not a bad little sight to see when you're out riding. I know what I'd rather be doing in that plane. There we go. Got back. Not too bad of a shake cam either, considering. Right overhead. Beautiful. Now that we're on a bit more of a open section, woo, pot up, and I don't feel like I'm going to get rear-ended into next week, thought I'd explain a bit more about who I am, what I'm doing, and just rev it on a bit basically. So thanks for listening, I guess. But I wouldn't really class myself as a cyclist, and I suppose I probably am, because I've got the jersey on, I haven't really got the trousers on, got sort of mountain bike style trousers on, mountain bike, flat pedals, some Adidas, and I've just ordered the Velo Sambas so I can actually run clipless. And I've got a mountain bike out with the pig removed. Don't cycle and talk, nearly in the ditch. And I guess the reason I wouldn't really class myself as a cyclist is when I was growing up back in my day, you were either into football, drinking in the park, or skateboarding, BMXing, going to skate park, that sort of thing. And I actually started off as a skateboarder. Then one of my friends, little squirrel, one of my friends invited me to go mountain biking with him, because just changing gear. Because in Hartlepool we had a BMX race track, and he used to go there, do some jumps. So I give that a go. Turns out I really enjoyed it. So then got into that for a little bit, more like dirt jumping, sort of riding. Then one day some BMX riders came to the BMX track, but not races. They were more the lads in the skate park doing stunts, that sort of thing. And I seen that, and then that was it, that was me. I had to interrupt because I didn't know where I was going. I was just raving to the camera, so I had to check the maps. And seeing we're about halfway through, so I thought I'd stop, have a drink, a few nut sweets, continue my story where I'm not weaving all over the village roads. And yeah, so some BMX riders come, more freestyle BMX, rode with them, and that was it. I was hooked. Then that was me to the skate park. So from the age of 13, 14 to early to mid-ish 20s, I'd say. That was me, BMX. And future Linto, put some clips in if you can find them, of me riding BMX.
Don't die, don't die, don't die.
Yo!
And then give that up, getting towards hurt myself, bouncing off floors. You don't really bounce as good. I sound like, you know, very tensionary. I'm only 31, but yeah, you don't really bounce as much when you're a kid, and it hurt. Then missed it a little bit. Another friend was into mountain biking, more downhill type, so I got into that for a couple of years, and hence mountain bike helmet, the mountain bike light, and trousers. You get the idea of what mountain bike looks like. Jacket on the back, more not backpack, and little back pouch. So yeah, and then same thing, kept getting injured. Lads I was riding with were a bit more hardcore, like doing the racing. Wasn't really my sort of thing, coming from a BMX background where it was all about having fun, sessioning, doing tricks. So stopped that and got fat and old, basically. Wanted to get healthier, not really one for running, not my sort of thing, never has been. And that's where this came in. So started off doing a bit of gravel riding. I've only been doing it a few months really, on and off, a bit more serious now, enjoying it a bit more, even though it is winter. And yeah, so it's just sort of developed, and that's basically why I wouldn't call myself a roadie. And now I've waffled on for 2 minutes. We're gonna have a few snacks and hit the road again. Catch you there. Back on track. Only got lost about 3 times coming through Middleton St George because I changed the route and I didn't plan it in my watch. So then I was sort of just guessing. Seen another bunch of cyclists, followed them, think they were going the same way as me, they weren't, so I went the wrong way again. But now we're going the right direction, cutting towards Long Newton, which will then take us along the side of the A66, I hope, because I actually haven't been this way, and then cut back into Stockton and on the home stretch. Lovely out here. Everyone says how bad Teesside is, but if you just get out of it a little bit, you discover some absolutely beautiful places. Check back in later. Sick of saying check back in, to be honest with you, so I'll just see you when I see you. Just a quick stop so we can do it for the gram. Right, so the absolute unthinkable has happened, and the old tyre's a little bit flat. I thought it felt a bit spongy, but it's not absolutely like no air in it at all. I've got 2 canisters. Just debating, do I try put one in it, see what happens? See if it's just lost a bit of air for some reason and it'll keep going, or do I just put the spare tube in it and not risk the canister? I think I'm gonna go canister, give it a go, see what happens. I took my headphones out to see if I could see or hear what was going on, and I found it. Just a little nick there, so it's a good job I didn't use the canister and actually bothered looking. You little bugger. Right, let's get it fixed. Managed to use the bad weather to my advantage and use a muddy puddle to find it. Looks like a split in the seam of the actual tube, which is strange, but let's dry it off, get a patch in it, try re-inflating it. We're back. We've got some sort of air in it, enough to at least get us home or to a petrol station, and because I've got that valve adapter we can pump it up. But turns out that this Chinese thing that I got off Amazon for cheap, I know, shock, is an absolute pile, and I went through 2 cartridges just trying to get it to work. Turns out you need to absolutely whammy that thing open to get it to do anything rather than just leak. And then it took some fiddling to figure out how I'd managed to secure all that under there, but we're back, and currently I feel like that 101 Dalmatians clip. My toes are frozen, my ears are frozen, my nose is frozen, everything's frozen.
I'm tired and I'm hungry and my tail's froze and my nose is froze and my ears are froze.
Managed to get to a Sainsbury's with 6 psi and pump it up. Nearly home now, so let's get going because I've had enough. Finally made it back. Managed to stop at the Sainsbury's there. I only had 6 psi in it, so that inflator thing, absolute trash. Wants to go in the bin. Front light died, and it took me a lot longer than I thought it would, so good ride by the sounds of it. Anyway, I know I've ranted on a bit in this, and I don't know if I'll do another one, to be honest. I wanted to just do it as a... I'm not very good at making videos. Photography's always been my sort of thing, and because I'm not very good at videos, I've always wanted to get better, and I just thought this was a perfect opportunity. So thanks for watching, and maybe you'll see me again. Thank you.